What is up, guys? Today is another Saturday, so that means we're gonna do more fixing or modifying, but today we are sadly fixing. So on previous video, for those who watched the video, I did quite a few things on the Saga and I did a bit of testing and whatnot. I'm not too sure, but then maybe some of you might have realized in one of the testing or running clip at the end, the Saga, when I started the car, it sounded very rough. So that usually means problem, you know. OCD. Anyways, so after that, ran the car for a few times, and sadly after the new started, the brand new started, it only lasted a week, and then for some reason the solenoid died on me. That means there's something is going on in this car. Then after that, I installed an old starter, my very first starter. I took it back from Jeshua shop and installed it in. Guess what? It ate the bracket of the starter and it broke the starter. I'm gonna find the starter. I'm gonna show you what happened to that starter. It's crazy, dude. So this is my starter. Oh, okay, this is the very first starter. Look at that. Okay, that's the first starter. I think the old starter is in the car. A bit too lazy to dig up the car to get it out, but then it broke one of the screw bracket, the low part of the screw bracket of the starter, and of course the starting up sound, which I include in the video, sounded super rough. It sounds grinding and whatnot. So I read a lot of forums and everything, and most people said it's the flywheel. There's nothing else that can kill it, because I thought this gearbox was not meant for this engine, but then a lot of people in the West Malaysia has been using this recipe for a very long time, and it ran. It starts properly, but mine doesn't for some weird reason. And this has been going on for a very long time. It even had a starting issue from the previous owner, which the owner changed to a high-speed starter, and it still had starter issue. So the car has been sleeping for quite some time. I mean, you can tell the car is sleeping from the battery itself at the back. See, I disconnected the battery. And also another issue of the Saga is that after I installed the gearbox, which is the previous video, there's some sort of oil that's leaking, which I've checked. I thought it was my engine oil, and I thought it was my flywheel seal that I didn't install properly, but then it's not. I think it's not, because I checked just now from the gearbox fill up bolt. I screwed out and checked, and it seems like the gearbox oil is losing oil, because I had to fill it up. So that means gearbox has a bit of leaking issue as well. But that also means heavy work ahead of me, but I'm feeling lazy. And plus, I think the boys over at Jeshua's workshop, Dream Wheels, knows better what is going on with this gearbox right now. So yeah, we're gonna, since the car now cannot start, I'm gonna push start the car myself in reverse, because the car is in this reversing position. So we're gonna bring over this car to Jeshua, but first of all, of course, we need to connect everything and push start the car. Ta-da-da! That's battery power. It didn't work the first time. Second time didn't work. I was too slow. Need to get the car into position again, take a breather, then maybe it'll work. I rewatched the video. I actually tried 3 times. That's crazy, dude. My legs are damn tired now. I'm out of breath. But then I repositioned back the car. It's there, but sadly it is raining. Other hours we're spending. And I got some help. Thanks, Joshua. Now let's head back to your shop. Yeah, it started. Yay! We have started the saga. Now on the way to Joshua's shop. Let's go. And then Joshua is behind me, obviously, and yeah. Yeah, thanks. We are at Dream Wheels. What's your shop name? Dream Wheels Center, is it? Dream Wheels Center. And my car is already on the jack. You can see stuff is taking out the gearbox. I mean the gearbox oil. So what we gotta do at Joshua's shop on the Saga is basically they are going to drop the gearbox. Joshua there, hopping around. They're gonna drop the gearbox and check what is making the leak, and also they are going to help me to change the flywheel too, because the flywheel is fucked up. So this is the new flywheel. Shopee Motorsports. Yeah, very shiny. Woo. I like brand new stuff. So it's gonna be a lot easier for them to remove the gearbox because they have all this jack and whatnot. And you can see that the gearbox is leaking from here. That is gearbox fluid. So we are going to leave at Joshua's place and let them take over of the repair. Goodbye. And the Saga is back to my hands. As you all can see, Dreamwheel Center has dropped the gearbox. They disassembled the gearbox again because there was a seal that was not installed properly, so change it to a new one because it got torn. And then the sad news was, can you guys believe it or not, the brand new starter got screwed up again. This is the old starter, the box is the new starter. So as you all can see over here, look at that. What? Starter eater, dude. There you can see like a crack there also. What? Crazy, man. This is a brand new starter. And at first the solenoid got screwed up because of the flywheel problem. Then the bolting points. So I had to buy another starter. This car. Also, there was the new flywheel. So obviously the new flywheel has went in. What was wrong with the old flywheel was, I have the old flywheel. I have the old flywheel over here. Look at the gigi of the flywheel. Can you guys see? Look at the gigi. It's totally bro. Damn, all of it. So what the problem was, this flywheel was problematic to begin with. Ever since the previous owner, ever since the engine swap, it was from the seller of the engine. So a bit of a summarized explanation what is going on that caused the starting sound is super scary. So basically, how a starter actually starts up the car is basically the gearing of the starter inside here. This gear, it basically lands on the tooth like that, something like that. So this gear will spin the flywheel. So this flywheel will turn the crank and obviously will start the car. And if this part of the flywheel is not sharp, so obviously the starter will jump as well. I mean this part of the gear. So you can see that over here, that I can't really show you the brand new starter difference, but you can see this gear was eaten up by this flywheel also, and they were grinding each other. So basically the gear was jumping on top of each gear and maybe skip a few tooth, I don't know, but it sounds very, very horrible. So that is fixed and the car now sounds amazing. The starting, I've never heard this car starts like that, even with the previous owner. Can you imagine? This is the very first time this car starts properly. It sounds weird, man. It doesn't feel like my Saga. Anyways, let's hear the Saga start now. Super quiet. So as a closing video of the vlog, I will give a bit of a testing and video footage, but then I'm not gonna test it to the maximum limit because I want to run the gearbox first. I know it's like that is like a preference thing. Some people would like to run their gearbox first after like rebuilding. Some people don't. Personally, I prefer to run in the gearbox, like put some extra kilometers in it, maybe a few hundred kilometers, then basically I'll really drive the car. For now, it's just like normal driving. So just a bit of a cockpit view of the footage of the car for the closing video. Nothing much on me doing the car personally because it was a heavy work, and I thought of basically might as well send to Joshua because the gearbox was kind of leaking as well. And I also changed the lower arm of the car, both sides, one pair, very cheap, interesting. I'll most probably do a costing video on the Saga soon. So hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hell yeah, cockpit view. It's been a while. The car is very hot, no aircon. But screw it, it's fun as hell. Maybe it won't be fun soon. Oh yeah! Sounds healthy. Love it. Yes, blower. Thank God for blower. At least. Would love to show you guys to push the car, but yeah, run in period. I want to run in the gearbox. This uncle fast. Engine run in usually mechanic recommendation, if I'm not wrong, you have to kind of run it for 500 kilometers. Gearbox run in, to be more specific, I don't know, but I just put my own like mileage to it, which is 200 kilometers. I'm not too sure about 500 as well, just like engine. Yeah. Feels good, feels good, feels good, feels really good. So that's another maybe 160 kilometers left to run in the gearbox. Steering feels a lot stiffer because of the brand new lower arms, so that means the ball joints are fresh.